song? We're doing on time now. end of the song. Good job,
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's commencement ceremony for the Pequea Valley High School class of 2021. My name is Ellie Stoltzfus, and as president of this year's graduating class, I would like to thank our school board members, administrators, facilitators, parents, relatives, and friends for supporting us up to and including this moment. This journey has thrown us many ups, downs, and unknowns, but our class has only grown closer together amidst these circumstances. To the class of 2021, we made it. Celebrate this amazing accomplishment and best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Good evening. As many of you know, I left Pequea Valley sophomore year and enrolled in Wyoming Seminary in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. It was a boarding school, and it was not an easy transition. I was surrounded by kids I didn't know from all over the country and the world. Countries from Italy to Spain to China. I was lost in a sea of diversity. What many of you don't know is that I have bipolar depression and major social anxiety. It was very difficult for me to leave my room, let alone socialize with other people. Being on the wrestling team, I made a few connections. One kid in particular, I didn't think I would ever have a real relationship with. His name was Bo Bartlett. Bo was the #1 wrestler in the country, and our coaches made sure everyone knew that. At first, I resented him, and I refused to actually get to know him. He was someone that everyone loved, and I thought that was because of how good he was at wrestling. He was by far the favorite wrestler on the team and was the most celebrated. I made the assumption that he acted the same way that our coaches treated him. I made the assumption that he was narcissistic, stuck up, and full of himself. I didn't understand why so many people liked him, and I never thought he would have such an impact in my life. Early in my junior year, I got into a small argument with Bo. After realizing I was wrong, I found him in an attempt to apologize. He was sitting with a textbook in his hands outside on a beautiful day. I admitted that I was wrong, and I apologized, but he didn't very much seem to care. In fact, he looked me in the eyes, and he made a joke, and it was funny. I don't know why, but this small joke made me think that maybe he was more than I thought he was. Him and I were in the same calculus class together that year, and there was never a day that he didn't make me laugh. In those first few weeks, I realized that this person I had judged so harshly was such an amazing person. Then, wrestling season came again. When it came time for us to group up for our hotel rooms for the first time that year, Bo came to me and asked me if I would room with him. I knew him then as the funniest person I'd ever met. So naturally, I said yes. From then on, he willingly shared a hotel room with me whenever we went away. I had thought of myself as an insignificant member of the team, but he made sure to include me. He had no reason to interact with me, let alone include me in almost everything he did. I opened up to him about my mental illness and my struggles, but he didn't think of me any differently. Bo did not treat me like a teammate or a friend. He treated me like his brother. This man whom I had spent so much time judging and resenting turned out to be the most amazing person I've ever known. I say this for 2 reasons. The first being that you can never judge a book by its cover. Only by opening the book and seeing what's inside will give you an idea of whether it's worth reading or not. Judging others is natural, but I implore all of you to fight the urge. At the end of the day, most people are not who you think they are. The other reason is that you never truly know what someone is going through, and you never know someone's situation until you ask. Not many people on the wrestling team took notice of me or took the time to get to know me. Bo did just that. If you see someone lost and by themselves, I would encourage you to do what you can to change that. Whether it is someone that rarely leaves their dorm room, eats lunch by themselves, or is on the outside edge of parties, that person could be someone amazing, but is too afraid to show it. By interacting with them, you can change their life. A simple joke or conversation, or even just a random compliment, can change how someone views the world around them. You never know the impact you can have on someone else just by doing something that you believe to be simple. Bo Bartlett changed my life, and I don't think that he knows it. Just by being himself, he gave me a reason to not give up on living. Do what you can to help others, because you never know how close they are to giving up. As you go out into the world, whether it be college, the military, or the job force, remember that there will always be opportunities to lift up others. I wish you the best of luck and hope you spread kindness into the world. Thank you.
Always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears. Never thought I'd walk away. It's so much joy, but so much pain, and it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you.
Another chapter in the book. Can't go back, but you can look. And there we are on every page. Memories I'll always save. Up ahead on the open doors. Who knows what we're heading towards? I wish you love, I wish you luck. For you the world just opens up, and it's so hard to say goodbye.
Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you.
Every day that we had, all the good, all the bad, I'll keep them here inside.
All the times that we shared, every place, everywhere, you touched my life.
Yeah, one day we'll look back, we'll smile and we'll laugh, but right now we just cry.
'Cause it's so hard to say goodbye.
But yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on.
I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had,
Life is unpredictable and unexpected things happen. Each new day brings unexpected occurrences. You might be expecting to take a quiz in math, but the teacher is absent. The weather forecaster might have been calling for snow, and it rains instead. You could be driving down the road and get a flat tire, or you can land an interview for the perfect job, do excellently in the interview, but still don't get the job. During our time at Pequea Valley, we've all experienced ups and downs, as well as times we couldn't predict. Our junior year started off great. We had football games, dances, the musical, and so much more. Life felt like it couldn't get any better because soon we were going to be seniors. But then, of course, as you all know, we got hit with a global pandemic, taking away school, time with friends, and simply taking away the average daily life for all of us. We were all told 2 weeks of no school, and then we would be back. But 2 weeks turned into a month, and ultimately, we never came back. The new normal was Google Meet classes and only seeing your classmates through a computer screen. Although, thankfully this year, we were able to come back. Maybe not the way we wished our senior year would have been, but as we sit here tonight, we can say we did have a senior year, unlike some schools. COVID isn't the only unpredictable thing that can happen in life. 3 years ago today, something I never could have predicted happened to me. A typical day turned into something that I'll never forget. My dad took his own life. No one ever expected this to happen, like most struggles in our lives, although this made me want to strive for a life that my dad never had the chance to live. After my dad passed away, I struggled tremendously with my own mental health. It became hard to live daily life, and I found myself constantly battling with my struggles. Although, after some time, I started therapy and started taking care of myself. What I had to learn is that grief isn't linear, and that is the hardest lesson I've had to learn in life. You can't expect grief to be smooth sailing and something easy. It takes a lot of hard work and determination for someone to work through grief. I know my dad is watching down on me today, and he is proud of me for how far I have come. I choose to honor my dad every day. This loss was unexpected, but I learned to appreciate life in a different way. Class of 2021, whether you're going to attend college, join the workforce, military, or follow any other career path, you will meet people that both hold you back and push you forward and experience unpredictable situations. As we know, high school is filled with experiences that can discourage you or experiences that can allow you to grow. When we all walked through the doors of PVHS, we all had different mindsets going in, and we'll all have different mindsets going out. But I encourage you to use your experiences throughout high school to allow you to grow in life. Throughout this past year, we've all learned to be resilient. We've all had to learn how to adapt to a variety of situations, wearing masks, social distancing, COVID restrictions, and much more. Now take that resiliency and use it as you move on to the next chapter of your life. Being able to change with your surroundings is one of the most important things in life. You can't expect things to stay the same forever, so now that you know how to adapt to change, use it whenever you can. We've all had to learn this year to be appreciative of the things we have. Although the circumstances were definitely not ideal, we're all sitting here tonight, and that is something to be thankful for. I want you to appreciate the things that you have in life because you never know when it could all go away. Tell your friends you love them and tell your family you appreciate them. Be kind to others and spread positivity because you never know who can benefit from your kindness because that's unpredictable. Thank you.
Thank you, chamber singers. Great job. 617. 617. I thought I had it all figured out tonight. After all this problem solving, all of the anguish, all of the brainstorming from this year, I was out there, I looked at the audience, I went back in, looked at all the great kids that we have and said, we did it. We made it. We're done the adversity. At 6:18, I split my robe. Welcome to 2021, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Eric Wondorf, and I am your superintendent of schools. But a lot of you know me as the biggest loser. My speech has to do with a topic that's near and dear to us, one that I think is a key factor in people's lives. It's entitled, Adversity Reveals Character. You see, anyone can be at their best when everything is going their way. But those who step up and stay positive during tough situations are the ones that will go on and do incredible things when you leave here tonight. I actually am in need of a volunteer from the senior class. I would like to pick, I don't know, Olivia Ammon. Are you here today? If you could just kind of step right up here, Olivia. Right there. Olivia, you think you're up here, right? Because you just beat Kutztown 2-0 after pitching a shutout, correct? That's not the reason you're here. You think you're here because you hit a double off the fence to put us up 2 runs, correct? That's not the reason either. You think you're here because you took us to the district championship. Pequea Valley fighting for the district champion Thursday, June 3rd, at a location that we'll tell you in a few minutes after I talk to Mark Grossman. That's not the reason either. You know the reason why? I needed someone to hold my visual aid. But you did show us today that you're a leader, and I need you to lead tonight and show our class of 2021 our PV habits of success. So when I say these PV habits of success, you need to point to them. Can you do that? So if I say problem solver, nice work. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Because what we're going to do is we're going to give you all the answers to your final. All right? Then we're going to take it away. And if you can't tell us the 8 habits of success, you don't graduate tonight. I'm so sorry. It happened today. I went into the dugout and I talked to Olivia. It was 0-0, 6th inning. I said, Olivia, if we don't win, you don't graduate. So it worked for me one time today. It's going to work for me again. Seniors, you were battle tested. What you went through this year, I am so proud of you. Also proud of our staff, the community, the Valley Village. We made it through, guys. We made it through the toughest year at Pequea Valley School District. Great job. After reflecting on this past year, I realized that we used many of the traits on this PV Learners of Success to get through this horrid sickness. When the pandemic first hit, we actually used the PV Braves habits of success to help us get through the most difficult times. First, we used problem solving. Very well done. The I statement for problem solving states, I will think this through independently or with others. Guess which one I chose? See, I know three things. I know the support that is behind us every day by our great board and community. I know the talent that we have on our staff, and I know that all of us are smarter than one of us, especially when the one of us is me. So my goal was to collaborate with as many people as possible to fight our adverse situation. An example of problem solving that sticks out to me has to do with our school board sitting over here. As long as I've been here, and I've been here 21 years, some of you think too long, the administration and the school board take the month of July off to kind of unplug, get some vacation time. But our school board said, we can't do that this year. We are going to meet in July. We need to make sure that we work harder than ever before so that we're ready to roll. With problem solving comes hard work, guys, and your school board showed you how we need to do that. Your school board members who make $0 for what they do said we definitely need to collaborate together so we are ready for the new year. Which brings us to vision. Very nice. All right. Anytime you work with vision, it's important that you get teammates around you that know what they're doing. So as we read about other school districts, administration and teacher unions arguing and quitting on the process, your administration asked our facilitators for help and said this has to be a comfortable vision for all of us going forward or we're not going to do it. We met often over the summer with Abby Houck and Julie Swanson, president and vice president of the teacher union, and collaborated to do what was best for our community and our learners. Dr. Eby, Kathy Koenig, Ashley Redknapp created strategies in their departments to create an in-person and online strategies, a platform for all. Gavin and our maintenance crew researched the best ways to keep our buildings safe to go to work. We worked with our CFO, John Bowden, and said, hey, brother, we call him brother when we need something. Hey, brother, we will need some extra personnel. Is there any way we can do that this year? And somehow he found it. So all of us were working together to form the vision. And our fantastic building principals tirelessly put the plan in action every day and worked fearlessly with the staff to get the job done. Which brings us to the B, brave. Together, everyone decided we needed to step up and have school. But the catalyst for that were our teachers, our facilitators. I read about many teacher unions saying, I'm not risking going to work with all of those kids. Our teachers at Pequea Valley, who didn't know what this pandemic was all about at the time, said, our community and our learners need us. It's time to go to work, and continued to work with us to set the vision and did a fabulous job instructing our learners. There are some things as superintendent you never forget, and that is one of those days that will stick with me forever. Thank you, facilitators. Resiliency. Good job. A little slow on that one. This one has to go to our seniors, you guys, and all the other learners that are out there. We have a saying in the district office, if we're having a bad day, we always say, hey, I'm going to go see the learners and remember why I became an educator. And you guys never disappointed us this year because we had a lot of bad days. We went to see you, talked about, hey, how's the mask? How's the social distancing? And all of you, 201, said, we got this, Dr. O. We got this. Gave us a big smile. I couldn't tell because you had a mask on. And we went about our business. So thank you for your resiliency, and never forget that as you leave the walls of Pequea Valley. Adaptability is our A. This has to go to our wonderful parents. I want you all to know that I have learned to hate seeing Kathy Koenig's phone number pop up on my screen. She's our pandemic coordinator, and anytime she called, it was not good news. It's usually because we had to shut down. And what we hated and what we empathized was we knew that the parents had to stop working and work with their kiddos on their schoolwork, and we hated that. But I think the community and our parents did a fabulous job. We threw at you a lot this year, and you still might not know all of the online things that we do. But at the same time, we became a team together, and I appreciate all of the work you did helping us instruct your children. Then we go with voice and empathy together. Voice and empathy together. Are we hearing that these days? Somebody speaking up, but actually having empathy for other people that might not agree with them. That's why we stuck these two together, because that's what we do at Pequea Valley. I think the community did a fabulous job with speaking their voice, but using tact while doing it. While talking with other superintendents, I constantly were hearing cheap shots from their communities, being sarcastic, saying they don't know what they're talking about. Not at Pequea Valley. Sure, we disagreed, but you always disagreed tactfully and always said, hey, I wouldn't want your job, good luck. And you did it in a way that we can continue to be team members, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for your voice, but also your empathy this year dealing with this pandemic. And the last one leads us to my favorite, solidarity. Very nice. That goes to the whole Valley Village. Someone once said that we are not a team because we work together. We are a team because we respect, trust, and care for each other. Respect, trust, and care for each other. That's what we did as the Valley Village, and that's why we made it out in flying colors. Seniors, as I conclude tonight, please reflect on those people, those teammates you are going to bring with you, whether it's to the job, to the armed forces, to college, wherever your path might bring you. Don't take the ones that bring you down. Don't take the ones that press you to do things you don't want to do. Take those people that respect, trust, and care for you. If you do that, you will have solidarity and togetherness needed to face any adverse situation that comes your way. And guess what, guys? When you leave here, you will face some adversity. We all do. And it's how you face that adversity is going to determine if you're going to be successful or not. And when you do, remember, stay positive, use the PV Braves habits of success for your guide, and remember how your Valley Village came through for all of us. If you do those three things, you will conquer anything that comes your way. Thank you and have a great night.
The timeless question, what do you want to be when you grow up, has haunted us since we were 5 years old. If you're anything like me, you've changed that profession numerous times. I wanted to be a ballerina, a veterinarian, an architect, an astronaut, an interior designer, a teacher, a politician, a professor, a nurse. There are probably more that I could add to this list, but the problem is I didn't know who I really was or who I'd become when I was 5 years old, 7 years old, or even now. Many of us here are in the same boat. With so much uncertainty in the world, this problem only becomes deeper. How can we get to know ourselves when traveling is restricted, internships are unavailable, and college visits are online? I'm here to tell you that even though all of these uncertainties may be overwhelming, there are two certainties we can count on. We don't have to know everything and plan everything out within these next few months. We can take our time and figure out who we are. We can focus on the next step, not the entire staircase ahead of us. If we've learned anything from this year alone, we know that slowing down can be crucial to progress and growth. Slowing down is okay. I mean this in multiple ways, like taking a few classes a year while you figure out what you like. Maybe this means going to college in a year or two. Maybe it means going to a community college before you choose another school. Whatever slowing down means to you, I want you to know that taking that time is and always will be valuable and valid. We need to take time to focus on who we are and finding our passions and focus on our next step. The second certainty that we have is that we are now more adaptable, flexible, resilient, and determined than ever before. We have survived a global pandemic, some of us doing schoolwork online for months. We've survived Google Meet classes and not seeing each other for weeks or months at a time. We are going to be the generation that can work with whatever life throws at us. As long as we slow down and just look at the next step, we're going to be just fine. Growing up a gifted kid, I was expected to be more mature in every way. I was expected to know what I wanted to do, and with so many passions, it was easy to look at me and assume that I had everything together. I was supposed to be the model student, the most prepared out of everyone. But I'm as lost as the rest of my peers across the country. I needed to remind myself that those expectations were put onto me, and I don't need to live up to them or take them upon myself. What we do and what we're passionate about isn't up to anyone else but us. It's not irresponsible to take that road trip this summer or take a gap year. It's not wrong to go into that college undecided. It's okay to go straight into the workforce or run the family business. It's okay to switch your major several times before finding your passion. In fact, it's normal. The National Center for Education Statistics says that 80% of students will change their major at least once. The Labor Department reports that the average person will change careers 7 times over the course of their lives. There's no rush to decide anything, and nothing is permanent. We get to choose our lives and make what we have count. Class of 2021, it's been such a wild 13 years, and I'm so proud of all of us. Through unimaginable obstacles, we've not only survived, but thrived. We've become more flexible and compassionate and kind. The next step is being kind to ourselves. We need to have more faith in ourselves and our journeys and take a deep breath. Everything will fall into place when we focus on the next step and not the entire staircase. I wish each and every one of you the very best moving forward, and I can't wait to see how much we all accomplish. Thank you.
Good evening. At this time, we will be recognizing those seniors who have earned academic honors throughout their time here at Pequea Valley. Seniors, when you hear your name, please stand, face the audience to be recognized. Audience, we ask that you hold your applause until the end of each honors category. Graduating cum laude with a GPA of 3.35 to 3.64, Paige Faust. Hunter Weaver, Anais Quinones, Alexandra Tillman, Mason Smucker, Shay Cantrell, Sheridan Burkholder, Josephine Newnham, Kayla Thompson, Nathaniel Miller, Antonio Lazar, Victoria Argueta, Brianna Ford, Colin Rohr, Lily Owens Patterson, Chantel Zook, and Maya Fritz. Please join me in congratulating these learners. You may be seated. Graduating magna cum laude with a GPA of 3.65 to 3.94. Grace Runner. Abigail Stolzfus. Luke Pfeiffer. Alexandria Martelli. Megan Yoder. Sarah Keenan. Marina Martin. Clarissa Casciola. Olivia Ammon. And Ryan S. Stoltzfus. Please join me in congratulating these learners. All right, parents and family, brace yourselves. This next group is graduating summa cum laude with a GPA of 3.95 to 4.3. Brooklyn Dawson. Haley Peterson. Zachary Donlin. Adelie Clemmer. Trishelle Hoops. Deanna Pilate. Ellie Stoltzfus. Emily Tebow. And I'm going to ask this last person to join me on stage. She is graduating first in her class for the year of 2021, Kirsten Winey. Kirsten, on behalf of Dr. Orndorff and the school board, we would like to present you with this plaque for graduating first in your class. We wish you all the best. Congratulations.
Yes, this is what I've been growing under here this entire year. Good evening. It is my distinct honor and privilege to share with you tonight the accomplishments of the class of 2021. They are truly a phenomenal group of individuals, ones that tonight we celebrate, yet tonight we'll be entering the world filled with possibilities and opportunities. This group of seniors has come this far together, gaining experiences, gaining friendships, and gaining knowledge. And now they're going to be taking all of those skills that they've gained throughout their time here, plus some adaptability and flexibility, and they will be heading off on their own into our community, into our nation, and honestly, quite literally, all around the world, where they will just continue to make all of us proud. The 125 graduates of the class of 2021 include the following. 30% of them will be attending four-year institutions. The most popular choices are Millersville University and Westchester University. The furthest out-of-state schools selected include Grand Canyon University in Arizona, Laterno University in Texas, and Belmont Abbey in North Carolina. For the first time, however, and basically the exact opposite of what I just said, we had some learners take advantage of college credits through Harrisburg University, taught in our very own classroom by our very own facilitators. These credits will now follow these graduates wherever they may go. The most popular fields of study that the members of our graduating class are entering are the health sciences, computer science, and engineering. 9% of our graduating class will attend a two-year college, with Harrisburg Area Community College being the most popular. 10% will enter a technical school, with Thaddeus Stevens College and York Technical Institute being the most chosen. 31% will be entering the workforce, immediately filling the needs of so many local employers that we see so desperately right now. 5 of our graduates will be volunteering in their community or serving in missions work around the globe. It will be the role of this graduating class this generation to keep the community and the nation as a whole moving forward. It's on them that we pin their hopes, much like your generation has pinned it on mine and generations prior have pinned it on yours. Echoing that, 5 of our graduates will be serving our nation by joining our armed services. If I could ask you to please stand when I announce your name and please stay standing. Serving America in the United States Army will be Chloe Colburn and Joseph Smith. Serving the nation as members of the United States Marine Corps will be Connor Brown, Nolan Kaufman, and Ryan Yoakum. Please honor their service with a round of applause. Thank you. This year, 15 learners of the graduating class are members of the National Honor Society. Seniors will have earned over 96 different awards, if we can count that properly, totaling more than $15,000. 22 seniors earned honor plaques, which means that they achieved honor roll status every single marking period their entire high school career. The members of this class also showcase their talents frequently through music and the performing arts. Live theater, believe it or not, returned to Pequea Valley amongst one of the first places in the entire county, thanks to our performance of Pieces that took the stage. Seniors including Clarissa Casciola and Trishelle Hoops both put on outstanding performances in what was an incredible show. Haley Peterson and Grace Runner led the marching band as drum majors in their home game performances. Senior John Spade led the symphonic band for their first ever outdoor performance and also entertained the crowds at Spring Fling by rocking a gig, so thank you for that. Senior Deanna Palade was the assistant director of the jazz ensemble, which put together performances for the community multiple times, including at the Honeybrook Public Library. And I'd also like to thank the members of our jazz combo that held an outdoor concert for learners at Paradise Elementary and recorded tracks for local retirement homes during the holiday season. The members of our chorus and chamber singers put together a holiday concert documentary, which was an innovative look at the goings-on behind the scenes in this year's world of music. Senior choral officers that made this possible included Alexandria Martelli, Hunter Weaver, Abby Stolzus, Trishelle Hoops, and Lexi Tillman. The school's first ever stream musical, Les Mis, was pre-recorded, and it provided enjoyment to our community worldwide. Seniors Sarah Keenan, Clarissa Casciola, Alexandria Martelli, John Spade, and Ian Hershey as Jean Valjean himself all made incredible contributions to what Mr. Bankert calls one of the biggest shows in the history of musical theater, and it was outstanding. In the sports world, our senior athletes and their teams continued to make the district proud. In football, Tony Lazar was named to the first team as a running back, the second team as a defensive end, and he was an academic honorable mention. Dustin Huber was named to the second team as a guard and named to the academic all-star second team. Luke Brown was a second team all-defensive end performer, and Carter Rohr was named to the second team as an outside linebacker. Seniors Nathaniel Miller and Colin Rohr were also named honorable mention as academic all-stars. Boys soccer saw standouts Nehemiah Glick and Josh Jarvis both be named to the first team all-star squad, while the girls soccer team saw their stars Megan Yoder and Abby Stolzus also get named to the first team, while Abby was also named an academic all-star. Pequea Valley had the privilege of also being able to witness numerous times the talents of our award-winning featured twirler, Emily Tebow, who performed at sporting events throughout the season. Thank you. This year, a sport also returned to the Valley after a long hiatus and immediately took the competition and showed that the future is very bright for our cross-country team. In the team's first year back, senior runner and class president, Ellie Stolzus, qualified for districts. In boys basketball, Devin Collier scored his 1,000th point, becoming part of a select group of players in district history, and he was named First Team All-Star. Together with honorable mention All-Star Josh Jarvis, the boys worked incredibly hard all year long, and they qualified for the District 3 playoffs. The wrestling team also saw countless individual performances that were outstanding. Jace Beagle brought a district title back to the Valley, and Jace and Nathaniel Miller both qualified for the state tournament. They were also each named First Team All-Stars, while Dustin Huber and Luke Brown were named Second Team All-Stars. And I'm pleased to tell you, as Dr. Orndorff pointed out, our seniors' run is not over. Our softball team is still competing. Senior leaders Olivia Ammon and Abby Tobelman have been key members of a team with Pequea Valley history still being written. As of this moment, they've already won a section championship, they've qualified for league playoffs, and after today's thrilling victory over Kutztown in the district semifinals, they will be playing for District Gold on Thursday, time and place to be determined. They have also clinched a state playoff berth. Our FFA program saw 2 seniors earn Keystone degrees this year, Courtney Wanger and Abby Stolzhus. Dustin Huber helped his poultry evaluation team earn second in the state, and they competed at the Eastern States Exposition in Springfield, Massachusetts. Countless hours of internship and work study were logged by our learners. Just a few of the many examples of learners who took advantage of opportunities through mass customized learning are as follows. Shay Cantrell, who interned at the Honeybrook Animal Hospital, and thanks to her work, has secured a job for the summer at that location. Joshua Smith assisted Pequea Valley Athletics get our live streaming option up and running when we needed it most. Thank you, by the way. When we needed it the most, and also logged over 300 hours interning with the Gateway Church, helping with promotional videos and their live streaming. Zachary Donlin stepped up repeatedly as an intern with math facilitators here in the Valley as he works towards a degree in secondary education. And Chantel Zook completed an internship and a certified nursing assistant program at Fairmont Homes, where she will continue working as a full-time nursing assistant. We are proud of these learners and all of the learners who took advantage of the opportunities that this school affords them through mass customized learning. Many of our graduates also continue to take advantage of valuable learning opportunities at career and technology centers, earning certifications, certificates, honors, and awards. These are Pequea Valley learners that attend other schools that provide training for opportunities in many of our most needed fields. And these are now the young adults that are going to help keep America moving forward. Pequea Valley learners continue to excel at these schools and in these programs. Examples would include Anais Quinones, who was named to the National Technical Honor Society, which is quite an accomplishment. And she also joined Cesar Maximo Almanza as Students of the Month. Now, all of these accomplishments and all of these successes, these now lifelong learners in front of us are only going to continue to make us proud well beyond what they've already accomplished. Their futures are untold, their journeys yet to be experienced, and your future family stories yet to be written. But before all of that, I ask that you please cherish this moment, because you do deserve it. Mr. Ferris, Dr. Orndorff, members of the Board of School Directors, parents, friends, faculty, honored guests, and graduating seniors, I hereby certify that all members of this class have met the requirements for graduation as established by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Pequea Valley School Board. It therefore gives me great pleasure to congratulate the class of 2021.
Savannah Anderson. Tyler Anderson. Victoria Giselle Argueta. Summer Awan. Lana Beatty. Matthew Henry Benner. Ashley Blank. Destiny Love Brumel. Connor Brown. Luke Brown. Sheridan Burkholder. Austin David Butler. Raul Chavez Correa. Adelie Hope Clemmer. Chloe Marie Colburn. Dev Collier. Laquel Cooper. Brooklyn Dawson. Deidre Dixon. Zachary Donlin. Amira Renee Dupree. Michaela Ann Eels. Paige Renee Dawn Faust. Brianna Jade Fellenbaum. Anthony Finger. Landon Fisher. Devin William Frank. Maya Fritz. Jennifer Lee Garton. Caitlin Marie Gibson. Ian Michael Hageman. Trent Michael Hart. Bailey Elizabeth Henshaw. Isaiah Matthew Hershey. Dustin Brock Huber. Haley Annette Illis. Joshua Jarvis. Nancy Johnson. Nolan Kaufman. Xavier Kilby. Jalen Klein. Casey Laycock. Antonio Lazar. Caesar Dolly Maximo Almanza. Angelica Morris. Maximus Munyon. Sabatian Nabozny. Josephine Kate Newman. Lily Cecilia Owens Patterson. Zachary Alexander Peachy. Luke Henry Pfeiffer. Cody Powell. Casey Powell. Anais Quinones. Angelina Rodriguez.
Carter John Rohr. Colin Richard Rohr. Grace Elizabeth Runner. Michaela Sheets. Austin Simon. Luke Simpson. Joseph Smith. Joshua Smith. Carly Suzanne Smith. Trinity Smith. Shannon Sobiek. Brianna Stoltzfus. Marilyn Stoltzfus. Noah Stoltzfus. Ryan S. Stoltzfus. Madison Christine Swarner. Anna Taylor. Kayla Thompson. Abigail Nicole Tobelman. Justin Vollmer. Paige Wagner. Gracie Walton. Gabriella Weaver. Courtney Wenger. Hope A. Williams. Andrew H. Wilson. Kirsten Ann Winey. Carissa Lynn Wingert. Ryan Yoakum. Christian Zapata. Chantel Tanisha Zook. Jace Beagle. Sarah Paige Keenan. Deanna Jessica Pilata. Haley Nicole Peterson. Alexandria Gina Martelli. Abigail M. Stoltzfus. Haley Alexis Poor. Mason Smucker. John Harrison Spade. Alexandra Tillman. Hunter Weaver. Clarissa Josephine Casciola. Olivia Margaret Ammon. Shay Madison Cantrell. Marina Lynn Martin. Nathaniel Miller. Brianna Irene Ford. Emily Jean Lucille Tebow. Megan Ann Yoder. Tiffany Elizabeth Wilhelm. Alyssa Nicole Carney. Faith Elizabeth Espenshade. Nehemiah Diller Glick. Ian Ross Kealoha Hershey. Kayla Marie Hollenbach. Trishelle Naomi Hoops. Ellie Grace Stoltzfus.
On behalf of the class of 2021, I now accept these diplomas.
so much. If everybody could just like help clean up stuff and get that trailer loaded, that would be great. Maybe once we're back to high school, helping to load it, that'd be even better.